Have you ever wondered what are the finest things you can do to improve your financial situation and future? Mastering money skills. But how do we learn from that? Well, we got your back. In today's video, we'll show you 7 smart money tactics that you should know. Before we get into the video, don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure that the post notifications are turned on so that you never miss a video from us. While mastering money skills early in life would benefit you greatly, we often don't pick up on these wise ideas until we're in our 20s or 30s. However, many people will continue to suffer from their own finances. Financial literacy is not taught through our educational system, and many people are unsure where to begin studying on their own. Devote time to improving your money skills. Number 7. Wise spending habits. Stress tends to accentuate our human nature, particularly our spending and saving habits. It takes more than just making ends meet to be good with money. Don't worry if you're not a math whiz. Strong math skills aren't required. All you need is a basic understanding of addition and subtraction. When you have solid financial skills, life is a lot easier. Your credit score and the amount of debt you wind up carrying are both affected by how you spend your money. If you're having trouble with money management, such as living paycheck to paycheck despite having a lot of money, here are some suggestions to help you improve your financial habits. Don't just assume you can afford something when you're faced with a purchasing decision, especially one that involves a major purchase. Check to see whether you can afford it and if you haven't previously used those dollars for something else. This involves determining whether you can afford a purchase based on your budget and the balances in your checking and savings accounts. It's important to remember that just because you have the money doesn't guarantee you can make the buy. You must also evaluate the debts and expenses that must be paid before the next payday. Number 6. Paying bills on time. The necessity of paying bills is inextricably linked to life. Isn't it true that you have bills to pay every month? Have you always paid your bills on time, or do you tend to procrastinate? It's nearly impossible to pay all of your bills on time if you don't know what you owe. So a smart place to start is by listing all of your creditors, vendors, and service providers. When you have a lot of expenses to pay, it's easy to let some slip through the gaps. Using a calendar or other system to keep track of your bills' due dates can be beneficial. It's time to set up your payment system now that you have your list and your schedule. Our strategy is to set up automatic payments for as many invoices as feasible. You can indicate whether you want creditors to debit the minimum due, the full total due, or another amount when you set up automated payments through them. Number 5. Effective credit card strategies. Credit cards aren't just for making large purchases and paying them down over time in installments. Credit cards also provide rewards and rebates, but most of us find them too hard to comprehend. Because credit cards come with a wide range of features and rewards, it's a good idea to narrow down your options by choosing cards that correspond to your stage of life. If you're a student with no credit history, for example, a credit card with no annual fee, a low interest rate, and fraud monitoring could be beneficial, which is especially crucial if you're trying to develop credit. If you're already established, a credit card with features like cashback and reward categories for typical spending can be a better choice. Many people are enticed by credit cards to expand their spending habits in order to get rewards. Some credit cards, for example, may require that you spend a certain amount or shop at a specific set of stores. This is an issue since your credit card reward program isn't saving you money. It's costing you money if you expand your spending habits. Instead, look for a rewards card that matches your spending habits so you won't be tempted to overspend. It's also crucial to be aware of common hazards in rewards programs, such as reward point expiration dates, mandated spending restrictions, and rotating popular spending categories. As a consumer, you should be aware that banks are not charitable organizations, which is why these incentive programs come with a long list of terms and restrictions. As a wise user, you must understand how to strategically use your credit cards to maximize the benefits of these reward schemes. Number 4. Never too late. While many people wonder how much they should save for retirement, fewer inquire about when they should begin saving. When you begin saving, though, it has a significant impact on how much you need to save each month. It's a two-pronged challenge to figure out how much to save for retirement. For starters, estimating your spending and, as a result, your income needs for a retirement that is years, if not decades away is challenging. Second, even if you've decided on a target portfolio size, determining whether you're saving enough to meet that objective is difficult. The good news is that saving for retirement is never too late or too early. It's only a matter of determining how much money you'll need to set aside. Is it possible for someone who has been working for a long time to accumulate a significant sum of money for retirement? How much money could they reasonably expect to have amassed by the time they leave the employment and retire? Even if a person starts saving late in their career, they can still save a lot of money by the time they retire. Starting sooner would have given their assets more time to develop, but even with less time, increasing the monthly contribution amount can make a significant difference in the eventual result. The greatest strategy to save for retirement is to have a firm grasp on what you have and what you require. It's never too early to start thinking about retirement, but it's also never too late if you've let the years pass you by. A person can still have a happy and financially secure retirement by putting away as much as they can once they begin to save, in conjunction with smart planning. Even if you're in your 40s, 50s, or even 60s, it's never too late to start thinking about retirement. Number 3. Master your money negotiation skills. Everyone's life includes some form of negotiation. Professionals aren't the only ones who need to know how to negotiate. Ordinary people, too, negotiate for a number of reasons throughout their lives. For example, a person may bargain with a shopkeeper to lower the price of a product. Aren't we all guilty of this? Money, as we all know, does not grow on trees. The ability to negotiate the best bargain in any situation, private or professional, is a valuable life skill to have in order to make the most of our hard-earned money and obtain good value for money. Some people appear to be born with natural negotiation skills, but for others who need a little assistance, this article will offer some helpful tips. In a wide range of scenarios that we all encounter in our lives, mastering good bargaining skills can be really advantageous. Having knowledgeable financial abilities can be one of the most significant things you can have to help you reach successful outcomes, whether you're buying and selling goods and services, receiving a raise, or moving house. Number 2. Strategies for paying off debt. It may only take a few months of increased spending while unemployed to get into debt, but paying it off will almost probably take much longer. Sticking to a strategy and not being discouraged by setbacks is key. Remember that in the race to a zero balance, slow and steady wins. You need a plan to get out of debt regardless of how you got there. There is no formula for getting out of debt and saving money. All you need is some self-discipline and a strategy. Depending on how much you owe and who you owe it to, you may need to look into different options for getting out of debt. However, spending the effort to sit down and create a strategy will pay off in the long term. Number 1. Budgeting. If you desire a secure financial future, you must write down your budget or use a simple spreadsheet. To effectively manage your funds, you must first create a precise budget. Whether you're saving for a car, purchasing a house, or paying off student debts, an accurate monthly budget can help you achieve your financial goals. You may save thousands of dollars each year and avoid overspending by keeping to a budget. Budgeting may appear to be a difficult task, but it's actually a fairly simple personal financial skill. Whether you choose a basic budget or one that is comprehensive down to the last dollar, the most important aspect of budgeting is putting it into action. Budget management requires you to keep track of your spending. Budgeting entails combining your current and future costs with your income. Once budgeting is mastered, anyone may learn how to make ends meet and prepare for a financially successful life, free of obligations but full of financial stability and independence. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more content just like this one, and share it with your friends. And also press the bell icon to get notified about our new videos. Until then,